Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi guys, and welcome to 1minutetennis.com. In today's session, I want to talk to you about the forehand swing path. And I want to revisit a technique or a method of finding the forehand swing path that I covered actually a couple of years ago now. And I want to show you in a series of progressions how you can get the perfect swing path for heavy topspin and for safe power in your forehand. And then I'm going to show you a really simple but great drill that will help you acquire this and have that wonderful feeling in the forehand. The wonderful paradox. The wonderful paradox is that the harder you swing at the forehand, the more the ball goes in. The natural swing for a forehand stroke is to take the racket back and then swing through on a linear swing path. And this was how the game was played for a long time, hundreds of years. You see, tennis is a very old sport. If you look at the Grand Slams, for example, what a crazy calendar. You have the Australian Open in January, then a 5-month wait to the French Open, then a couple of weeks for Wimbledon, and then a 2-month wait for the US Open, and now 3 months wait again. Why? Tennis was a global sport with the top players being celebrities and on the front pages of newspapers all over the world before there were aeroplanes. And so the players had to travel by boat. Australia to Paris, Paris to London, London to New York to Australia. It's incredible how different the world was then. And that gives you a perspective on how old the game is. The technique that I'm going to show you and help you acquire in your game today is about 20 years old. So it's really unnatural, because if it was natural, then somebody would have done it in the previous 200 years. So what we want to do is we want to change this linear swing path into an angular swing path with pronation, which is where the hand turns inwards, creating racket speed and spin. But as we said, this is very, very unnatural. So to do this, we're going to have a reference on the racket. And so what I've done here is I've taken a piece of tape and I've put the tape on the bridge of the racket here. And what I'm now going to do is put the tape at the bottom, not at the top, but at the bottom. And naturally, in the ready position, my finger will rest on the tape. It's just the right place for it. It's natural. And now what we're trying to do with this is we're trying to change from going from finger to finger to finger, classic swing, to finger to thumb with a modern swing with pronation, angular momentum, racket speed, and spin and power. Because this is so unnatural, I want you to try and do this in tiny stages. So we begin with maybe 10% of the swing. So I'm going to go over to there to finger, bring my hand here, and find the thumb here. This is the important part, by the way. Right now, in this small area, you can do it sitting down. So finger to thumb. So now I'm going to gradually increase the size of the stroke. And each time I'm going to have two ways of checking. I can see if I've found the finger and found the thumb, and I can feel if I've found the finger and found the thumb. So the first one, finger, check it out, I can see it, to thumb. Perfect. Finger, a little bit further, I'm kind of looking behind me now, to thumb, and I'm looking behind me now. And now I'm going to do it just on feel. So finger, I can feel it. Yep, I got it. Let me show you from the different direction. Finger, yep, I got it. To thumb, yes, I got it. Finger, I'm there. To thumb, I'm there. And now let's check out how many correct parts of the stroke with precision are being created exactly by finger and thumb, even in this half stroke stage. Finger, the elbow's back first. My weight's loaded to the right side. The racket is inverted, the natural way and the correct way. So finger is giving me so many parts of the stroke without having to think about them. And now when I go to the thumb, full pronation, my rotation of my weight has moved to the left side, and naturally I created a little racket lag. Finger to thumb is a really powerful tool because it creates every part of the forehand swing almost to perfection. Once you've got the feel of finger to thumb this way, you will have the correct swing path. I'm going to choose these words fairly carefully. It is just about impossible to correctly feel the tape on the finger and feel the tape on the thumb and get the swing path of the forehand wrong. I'm going to repeat that. It's just about impossible to get the swing path wrong. So this becomes a great tool because it means that when you're in a match, when you're under pressure, when it really matters, If you start to push the forehand or feel too careful, or sometimes the racket can feel like a foreign object in your hand, then simply feel the finger, feel the thumb, and you'll have the right swing path every single time, and naturally the racket accelerates through contact with the ball. Once you've got the feeling of this, you've gone through the small progressions, and now you're actually wanting to employ this into the stroke and into the game, then a really good drill is a unique self-feeding drill. So I'm going to put the ball here by the side of me, and I'm just going to bounce the ball on the floor. It's not difficult to do. And then we're going to miss the finger out of this because I'm actually bouncing the ball. But what I'm then going to do is I'm going to hit the ball and finish with the thumb on the tape, a very distinct and precise feeling. So I've got to bounce the ball and then find the thumb. And what I'm creating here is a closed racket face on the tape back. See, the same as the finger. But self-feeding with a live ball, I can go and make the correct swing path and find the thumb. Once again, so finger to thumb. And once again, to thumb. By using finger to thumb this way, then you always will get the swing path right. It's impossible to get it wrong. Self-feeding this way then gives you a better feel of it with a live ball, and then you need to be going on to a hitting partner or the ball machine, and you'll almost instantly be able to employ this in your game and create this wonderful paradox, because the faster you swing with this swing path, the more the ball goes in. If you swing 10% faster, you get 10% more speed and about 12% more spin. If you swing 20% faster, you get 20% more speed and about 25% more spin. Because you're increasing the spin more than you're increasing the speed, the stroke actually becomes safer as you actually attack and accelerate through the ball. If you like my ideas on tennis, check out the books on Amazon. The books are a truly unique learning and teaching experience because we all learn in different ways, whether it's visually, whether it's by seeing the written word, we're all different. With the books, you have great illustrations making things very, very clear. We have very clear explanations with the science, biomechanics, and then simple instructions to the strokes. And also every chapter is linked to YouTube videos, so you can look at the illustrations, you can read the explanations, or you can see the demonstrations. Or for more personalized advice, join players in over 40 countries that I'm helping with one-to-one online coaching. It's a unique service with a blend of video analysis and then personalized one-to-one lessons. It's inexpensive and it really works. So use finger to thumb, because this tape will give you a tactile, kinesthetic, feeling reference for the stroke. And that's how we learn things like tennis. And then you'll naturally develop to this swing path. But if you lose it at any stage, it's no problem. Just feel the finger, feel the thumb, and you will have the perfect swing path, the perfect forehand, and you'll hit better tennis balls today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.